Yo, what's good, YouTube? We are back with some more UAB Dynasty. Year one of our coaching dynasty, anyways. It's not really particularly UAB. But, anyways, this is our second time starting this video. A minute ago, we started it, and for some reason, the stream didn't go live. I was trying to edit it. Couldn't find it nowhere on the page, on the channel. So it was kind of crazy. But now I can. Now I have found it. We can edit the thumbnail and all that. Hope y'all are having a great day, man. I hope y'all are enjoying the series. I appreciate everybody checking it out. We have to beat Memphis today. Today we are playing Memphis. This is what I was talking about a second ago before I realized I was talking to nobody. We have to beat Memphis. It is a part of our coaching goals, our contract goals right here. It will reward us with 200 more NIL or whatever points to spend. So we have to win this game. It is crucial. It is also 3 o'clock in the morning. So, yeah. Say what you want to, but I wanted to play some football and I woke up early. I fell asleep and I woke up, so it is what it is. I want to play some football. CFB27. Yeah, hashtag baby. Boom, save that real good. Yeah. Oh, and I did I did a college football, excuse me. I did a Call of Duty video too. Check that out. Oh, and we're here. Cool. So we can get into this. We already did the recruiting for some reason. I guess I did it before I got off the last video. Is it that where I can see it? All right, so here we go. Team schedule. Auburn, for some reason, I mean not for some reason. Auburn was able to beat Tennessee. A big upset in Knoxville. Crazy game. Bryce Kane, 5 catches, 56 yards, 2 touchdowns. Shout out to Baker High School. Yeah, they could not cover him with a blanket. Auburn had 37 points. I don't think we scored 37 points but once last season. So I would love to see Alex Golish go out there and get 37 points on Tennessee. That would be amazing. That would be amazing. One of the biggest games of my life if we're able to do something like that. Anyways, in this week you got A&M at Missouri, Texas at Oklahoma in the Red River rivalry. Georgia at Alabama, who's unranked. They are having a bad year. Kansas at Utah. Iowa State at BYU. And Maryland at Ohio State. And here's your top 25. I'll read the top 10 for you. Ohio State, Texas A&M, Notre Dame, Oklahoma, Indiana, Georgia, your first one-loss team, Miami, Texas Tech, LSU, who's also a one-loss team, and Utah, who's undefeated to round out the top 10. And you got some other teams on there. Auburn, 22. I keep talking about them because I'm an Auburn fan. And then you got UCF down there at 24. I like that. I like that. Oregon, they're 2-2. So is Texas. But they're still ranked very high, and Louisville shouldn't be there. Louisville, I don't know why you're getting that treatment. You lose 2 games, you shouldn't be there at all. Yeah. Memphis is in first place in our conference right now. Only a bunch of, I mean, really, we've only played one conference game. Set the weekly practice plan, spend our coaching points, and we're going to get right into this game against the Memphis Tigers. We're going to hit recommended for everybody. At this point, you know what I'm going to do. We're just going to hit recommended for everybody. And I'd appreciate it if y'all hit that like button and subscribe, man, if y'all enjoy watching CFB27. I like the NIL feature. I'm not going to lie. I do love doing some Dynasty mode. And I don't know where we're going to end up going with this. We might stay with UAB the entire 3 seasons and then take another job. Or we might just stick around and play as UAB. Y'all let me know in the comments, man. It really depends on what offers we get. I'm not just going to go coach anywhere. You feel me? Okay, so we still got 65 points to spend. 65 points to spend. Let's upgrade these DBs. Yeah, have man coverage and pursuit. There we go. So we got DBs, we got quarterbacks up some, we got defensive line and offensive line maxed out, and we got them running backs. We're starting to build out the tactician tree. I always like to go tactician. This year everything costs more. Not a fan of that. But we're also going to go tactician and recruiter. Traditionally, this is what I like to do. And then we'll go with program builder and CEO, depending on if we're able to do all that, right? Right? Cool. Let's get into this. The Memphis Tigers. They are a 77 overall team. We are a 71 overall team. They are at home. They are hosting the Blazers. It is the battle of the bones. Let's get into this.
Are you hungry, kids? If you are, then keep your eyes right here as we have two rivals ready for a rendezvous that they hope will wind up with the dreamland of stuffing their face with a delicious rack of ribs. Welcome to Simmons Bank Liberty Stadium in Memphis, Tennessee. It's the UAB Blazers and the Memphis Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe down on the sideline, and Holly, a little familiarity in this one.
Hey guys, I caught up with the UAB head coach before the game. He understands that they are walking into a very difficult situation today. Their opponents have a big winning streak on hand, but so do they. He said, I believe that we can come and set the tone early. Look for them to be very balanced in their play calling, show why they've won these games 3 in a row, and really set the tone here early in the first quarter. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Tigers offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. It was UAB pulling out a close one the last time these two got together to fight over some ribs.
That's a big deal for UAB, too, because the Blazers had that game circled all off-season. They did what they needed to do when the game was on the line. They're going to need more of that here today against a motivated Memphis squad.
Motivated Memphis squad that they're used to winning this rivalry. This is their rivalry. This is their rack of ribs, and they're going to go try to get it back.
Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The Tigers in the hurry-up.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Fires downfield. He's got an open man. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. And the Tigers, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line.
Because the QB anticipated that curl route so well, he got it to his receiver early against zone coverage. He had space to work with. After he caught the ball, he was able to make a guy miss and move the chains.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up second and inches.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
It's complete on the right side.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Looking to throw, it's Nolan. Makes a catch. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. You're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to
I didn't even have a play called. I didn't even have a chance to call a play on defense. They hiked the ball so fast. That whole drive was nothing but no huddle. They no huddle, no huddle, no huddle, no huddle. No huddle. I think they stopped to call one play.
extra point makes it 7-0. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. So UAB's offense will now get its first chance with the football. And after that performance last week, Jesse, it'll be interesting to see if they can get the big tight end as involved as he was a week ago.
He really did, and he was good out in the field. He was good down near the red zone. He's a matchup problem that you know this quarterback is going to be trying to find early in this game. The defense has to have a plan for him, David. It'll be interesting to see how they try to defend him.
Well, and that's the problem. It's so hard when your best playmaker is a tight end to plan for him, because how you treat him is everything, and they can still run the football with him, and they can still throw it to him, and he's just a nightmare matchup. And you know, you want to slow him down, like make some of those easy touches a little bit harder for him, but you know he's going to get his.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Back to pass. It's Burton. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Blazers will line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hayden. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. The Tigers headed quickly to the line. Back to pass. You know, sometimes rivalry trophies really have no connection to anything like the Little Brown Jug or the old brass spittoon. But a rack of ribs, 2 cities, proud of their barbecue heritage, rendezvous against Dreamland and Full Moon. I mean, it doesn't get better than a trophy like this.
No, there aren't many trophies out there that you actually want to eat. Is it dry rub if you're Memphis, or is it Alabama white sauce if you're UAB? Take your pick. That is one good-looking trophy.
I don't even know what any of that means. I literally don't. I don't eat ribs. I don't eat pork. But I do know that that's a big frickin' trophy. And one of these teams want to win it.
That's caught. It's Chapman.
We can't stop them. They're moving the ball. They're better than us, and I can feel it.
Send the tight end in motion. Keeps it himself. And he'll be hit immediately. No gain on the play. This Memphis offense going to work again on 1st down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Chapman. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. After the 4-yard completion on 1st down, now it's 2nd and 6. They'll run play action. Hauls it in. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the
That
first
fucking
down.
spin move was nasty. Man, they're gonna blow me out. I can tell y'all right now. We're about to lose by like at least 14. 10 to 14, they're gonna beat us by. I'm not feeling it. We can't stop them. I can't even tackle a guy.
That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Well, the ball hasn't hit the ground very often for this guy in this game, right? He's even still, after that incompletion, over 80% throwing, which is key. Because last game he was under 50% on his throws. He went back to work, worked on his fundamentals, and that's really showing up here.
Now facing a 3rd and long. To the air. It's Nolan. He makes the grab. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Man, come on, bro.
So the
I
offense
don't.
accepts the roughing the passer penalty, and they get a new
Can't
set of
touch the
downs.
quarterback at all
That's
these
the
days.
last thing this defense needed, a penalty to keep the drive moving. It's 1st and 10. And he's wrestled to the ground. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking to fire. Tosses it incomplete.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in, and that is a good sign for this.
Makes the catch, and he's free. Touchdown, Memphis.
I mean, we're in press man coverage. I did everything right. But like I said, their 8 overall is better than us. We're not getting an NIL bonus. We're not going to pass this goal. They're about to whoop our ass, and they have home field advantage.
Hey, you better find some answers defensively. Like, you better find a way to slow them down. And how about this next possession for your offense? Like, coming on the field, you can tell. As an offense coordinator, you got to feel it. Like, my defense is not holding them down right now. We got to put together a drive, get some points on the score in this next possession.
We've reached the break, and Memphis is holding on to the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on.
Wow. Maybe I shouldn't have played the game tonight. Maybe I should have just waited.
Just about ready to get
We're here now. I mean, fuck. Season's over.
To flex that muscle. From inside the 10, here he comes. They tried to get the wall set up for him. Not quite enough for the huge play, but a good job to give his offense some breathing room. The Blazers' offense looks primed and ready to get things rolling here. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He's got him in the flat. They'll make the stop.
We can't do shit. We can't do shit. We can't do shit. We're going for it. Fuck it.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. They'll run it out of the shotgun. All right, guys, let's look at the situation for UAB. Biggest problem for schools that aren't the traditional powerhouses, getting the bodies they need, especially on the defensive front. And, David, they got a good one out of high school last week.
It's so nice to get a 3-star defensive lineman. A guy like that's got some size, that's got some potential. Again, you want to rotate those guys as much as possible, keep them fresh. This guy could be a player down the road.
Snap it to the back. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
New running back, same result. Like, it's pretty clear what they want to do on the offensive side of the football. They want to dominate the line of scrimmage. They want to run the football, whether it's the starter or now the backup. They're going to establish that ground game. It's what they do. It's who they are.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. The Blazers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Tight end now in motion. They'll give it to him again. Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3- to 4-yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And the Blazers want to move quickly. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. It's a draw. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. This offense needs a little something to feel good about going to halftime. A chance to chip away here on 1st and goal. And he's in! Touchdown, UAB!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone.
Man, we had to fight for that first score, man. Memphis ain't no joke. They're going to be a problem.
He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. Fielded in the end zone, it's Hayes. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. To the air, it's Nolan. Throws to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're
catching everything. No, bro, they're catching everything. They got some type of DDA or some shit's in effect right now.
And his intended target, getting that big catch.
Here's a heat. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. He hurls one deep down the left side. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. Memphis will be forced to punt. Boots' his first of the day away, was called on 4 times in the victory last week. And the punt will go into the end zone, and the ball comes out to the 20 on the touchback. UAB comes out, the offense looking for a productive drive. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Could not make his way to the corner.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receivers somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs, just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
To the air, it's Burton. Snagged out of the air. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. The offense changing the play. To the air on 2nd down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Didn't really get a chance to get
My
started
fault,
on that
man.
return,
Fault.
but he has set him up at the
My bad.
41-yard
That was
line.
me.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice
I
job
forced
reading
it.
the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
They've been in man coverage every fucking play, the entire game. The entire game. And the one time they drop back into zone, I forced the pass.
There's an opportunity to attack.
And I like them being aggressive here too, guys. Look, they practiced this all week long. Now you're in that situation to go up.
It's a fumble on the play. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense
Yes!
get it back.
Yes! He ran through the cooler, but I don't care. Let's go, McKenzie.
On offense. The football possession, that is priceless. Losing possession, turning the ball over, that kills you in games. That loses games. And that is a bad, bad play at a bad time.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Running inside. It's Simpkins. Still running at the 35. Brought down at the 31. It is a first down. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Quarterback making adjustments. To the ground. He's got it again. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. Looking for a man. It's Burton. Lets it fly. And he's going to score. Touchdown, UAB.
That is exactly how you want to end half.
What a catch. We just got so lucky. Ferguson. What a catch. Tie game. Let's go.
Extra point here will tie the game. And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Not willing to risk anything here. They'll just take a knee and head to the locker room, and we have ourselves a tie game. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, let's get it started here. Week 6 on what's already been a revealing day here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with a look at Kansas taking on the number 10 team, the Utah Utes. And it's the Jayhawks with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team. Make it 2 straight victories, and though their quest for perfection is over, this team is still very much alive in the playoff picture. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game inside Liberty Stadium. And talk about a good competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these two programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been, well, a good competitive game so far. They don't call me the most creative man in broadcasting for nothing, you know. Still 2 quarters to go in this battle for the Bones, a treasured trophy in both Memphis and Birmingham.
Memphis about to boot it away to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Ollie, what's the story as we start this second half?
The Blazers head coach told me coming out of the locker room, he said this is exactly the type of game he was expecting. 2 solid defenses have made it very difficult to find points in the end zone today. The defenses have been terrific so far, really limiting what the other is able to do. Points are at a premium down here. Guys, you've got to believe that whoever makes the next mistake and has a turnover, that might be a significant change in this game. I'll keep you posted from the sidelines. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. These two first played in football in 1997, but the rivalry goes much farther back than that. Gene Bartow took Memphis to a Final Four in the early 70s, started the basketball program at UAB in the late 70s, and they became big rivals on the floor.
Reese Davis, ladies and gentlemen, giving us the background of game day basketball and game day football. Nicely done with the stats, but huge rivalry game. They don't like it.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And I don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker showed you his speed right there.
Punt is on its way. Just needs a crack to get a return. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Looking downfield, it's Nolan. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds.
That's intentional grounding. No, that's intentional grounding. He was still in the pocket, and there was no receiver near the ball. That's bullshit. But they called roughing the passer on me earlier on some rinky-dink shit.
You can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, the offense.
Let's go defense.
Loose football.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you, because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
That's why, as a defense, it's so important to win early downs. You win 1st and 2nd down, you set up 3rd and long. Now you can pin your ears back and get after the QB.
Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. Big collision there, and they'll mark him down after a 6-yard gain.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Here's Robinson one more time. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Open on the right side, that's Smith. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide, which opens the box inside. So I think it's really smart for coordinators and offenses to continually throw these screens to playmakers.
Maybe a tad out of field goal range and way too close to punt it. Kind of in no man's land, so they'll go for it on fourth down. Tries to get it on the ground. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The Blazers are marching down the field. They're going to ride this running back. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone. And the Blazers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back.
Bro, if they call another flag on my team and they leave Memphis alone, I'm going to lose my mind. That's like the third flag on us.
The decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So frustrating for an offense to just give away yards with false start penalties. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. They make the stop, and a nifty move to pick up 9 on that one. The Blazers look to do some damage in the red zone. Scanning the field, it's Burton. Got it. Now the connection takes it to the 11. You want to talk about building a drive around a guy. First on the ground and now using him in the passing game.
And you get so much bang for your buck because you can split him out wide. You can fake it to him and then throw it. This is a guy that really stretches the field and makes you decide how you want to defend him. A linebacker, a safety, whatever it is, it's usually not good.
Makes the catch. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Touchdown, Blazers! And that one will give them the lead.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That drive covered 62 yards for the touchdown and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it out. It's Hayes. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today ranked, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Run inside. It's Hayden. Punches ahead. They'll give him a yard to the 13. Memphis picking up the tempo.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good.
Finding some room. stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain. 1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line.
And after giving up the long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
They'll give it on the counter. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. At the end of that play, whistle's blowing as they check on an injured Tiger. That is the senior running back who's slow to get up. Holly will keep an eye on things on the sideline for us. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Makes the catch. It's Brown. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Looking for a man. It's Nolan. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough.
Let's go defense. They've been catching everything. That was crucial, though. We might have a chance to actually win this game.
Now on the return. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. UAB regains possession. The Blazer offense back onto the field. He leaves it with his back. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
Late in football games, I have a plan. I want to run the football. I want to put my quarterback in great situations if I do throw it. Low risk, keep that clock moving, get a few first downs. And if I get a few first downs with that clock moving, I get the W and get out of here.
He's out across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and execution continues to be key. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Got it, looking for a first. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. Made the grab and's got plenty for the first down, but we do have a man slow to get up. While they have a look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. And the Blazers will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Really nice job to move the ball on the ground like that in the big game, but we will need to check on an injured player. It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. Delayed handoff. It's Ingram. Runs through a tackle. Gain of right at 7 yards. 2nd and 3 coming. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Give to the running back. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the 4th quarter.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Ingram. Memphis calling for a timeout, their 1st of 3. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Using his legs, it's Ingram. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27. Now Memphis uses its 2nd timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. 3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here. Just don't take a negative play. A strike downfield. Touchdown, UAB. And they take it in for 6 more points. That score will give them
That's ball game. Big time W right there, boys. That's a coaching goal, too. And at the beginning of this game, I thought we were going to lose. We went down 14-0. 14-0 came back to win like this.
Block a lot lot of the times too, but I tell you what, all the wide receivers out wide, the fancy toys, the fancy spread, don't forget about that tight end. He does a little bit of everything, and then you reward the big fella throwing the ball, and he catches, so he really can do a little bit of everything in an offense.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. A 67-yard touchdown drive there, and they cap things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out. Looks like he's going to bring it out. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Looking to throw, it's Nolan. Got a man, it's Tipton.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact.
He's going for the big play. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. Trying to pick up a first down. Shotgun snap on third down. Makes the grab. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
They're trailing like they are right now in the fourth quarter. Their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
Oh, they're after him. They're working that left side. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Under fire. Short gain on the play before he slides. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man on the right. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Behind the chains now on second and long. Wants to throw. It's Nolan. That's caught. It's Brown.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be...
Makes a grab and room to run. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. Was to pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
And it's incomplete as he tried to thread that needle to the back corner of the end zone. They'll try to pass it in on third and goal. Trying to get rid of it. And that one was way too far for anybody to catch, except ticket holders. A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on fourth down. Into the end zone. And he's got it for a touchdown, so hold on a second. They're not dead yet. In fact, they're suddenly feeling much better.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
Getting set for the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. Just over 30 seconds to play. They'll line up for the onside kick, and they've got to get it to have a shot.
Well, they got their hands team out there for a reason, and that's why in these situations you put receivers, tight ends, and dudes that can hold on to the football, knowing that, hey, all we got to do is recover this onside kick, and David, we win the game.
And man, this is such a low percentage play, right? Like, it's so hard to kick an onside and actually have it bounce correctly and go right. You're right, they put the right players on the field. They didn't get the good bounce, and this one's over.
They get the win. They are now bowl eligible, but when you have a 0 in the loss column, there are much bigger fish to fry.
I think a lot of people thought they'd be 6-0 at this point, too. So we know they're going to a bowl game. Great. But, David, they've got their eyes set on the college football playoff and a national championship. They have that kind of talent. They're not surprised they're 6-0. They're looking to do bigger things.
No, 6-0 is great, but that's not the goal. They want to be 12-0. They want to be 14, and they want to continue this streak as long as they possibly can. Extremely talented, nobody's surprised, and their goals are a lot bigger than this.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Low-key can't believe we won that game. Like, I was mad as hell in the first quarter. The first quarter, if you was watching in the first quarter, I had a completely different tone. Like, I was pissed. Go down 14, nothing like that. Are you serious? Like, I had -3 passing yards at the end of the first quarter. It was sad. But Texas lost to Oklahoma. That was a big thing that we seen in the halftime show. Texas now has 3 losses. Ugh. Horns down, I guess. What do we got right here? We got a verbal commit from a 2-star left tackle. Toomer. Sean Toomer. 6'5", 322 from Alabaster, Alabama. Hell yeah, we got some more XP tokens or coach points, whatever. We got more XP. Defensive Player of the Week. We had a dude last week won National Defensive Player of the Week. There we go. We just unlocked Recruiter too. I'm assuming it's going to pop up Recruiter right here. We're going to go unlock that if we have the tokens for it. And now we play 2-3 East Carolina. Let's go. Recruiting's already done. That's awesome. So I don't really have to look at that right now. But we'll take a peek anyways. Hold on, what happened? Kansas beat Utah. Number 10 Utah goes down. All right, so this week we got number 1 Ohio State at number 5 Indiana. That's a big one. Auburn's ranked 19. They're going to be at Georgia, number 6 Georgia. Louisville at Syracuse, who's ranked. Missouri at Ole Miss, who's not ranked. Kansas at Kansas State. And TCU at Baylor. Big games that week. The Deep South's oldest rivalry. Let's go. Indiana, too. Of course, now they're a football school. Let's go. We love to see that. All right, so real quick look at this. We're top 3, and most players we need to hard sell some guys. That's what we need to be doing. We don't need to be sending the house on this quarterback. We want him. Once you hit the top 3, go ahead and hard sell. That's what you need to be doing. There we go. I hope he takes that. We want Kiki Bush. We need Kiki Bush, and Florida State definitely has the better offer. If you're talking schools, I would take the Florida State job in a heartbeat. Let it get offered. All right, we got a top 3 linebacker right here, JUCO sophomore. We're gonna stop sending house. We're gonna hard sell. That's what we're gonna handle right now. real quick. We're going to look at the job security. Who's on the hot seat right now? We got Oregon State's coach has a 0% job security. This man is fired. He is fired, and he just got there. He is 1-5. Oregon State must got some real high standards over there. We gonna fire you your first year. You go 1-5 at Oregon State. The Beavers. I'm sorry. I'm gonna quit janking on them. Kent State, I ain't going there. James Madison. Billy Napier. Look, there we go. Well, what was it? G5 Billy? What was Uncle Lou call him? Shout out Uncle Lou. What else? Iowa down here. Mark Cloud. 36% job security. You're on the hot seat, buddy. Southern Miss wouldn't be worried about that. Steve Sarkisian. And you cost a ton of NIL. And you cost a lot of money, too. Texas. What are you going to do, Texas? If Stark was to do that for real, if he was to do that for real, go out there and go 3-3, would they fire him? With Arch Manning as the quarterback, with everything he's done to bring Texas back, I wonder. Because they right here, he got a 44%. Illinois down here. We beat them week 1. Hell yeah. Mississippi State, that's a school I'd like to be the coach of Mississippi State. I'd take the Cincinnati job. My buddy Walter, he's a Cincy fan, I believe. I ain't really big on Virginia. I would take the Houston job at a 59%. Trying to see where's Georgia Tech. We beat them too. I'd take the Georgia Tech job. Florida 68%. Alabama 69%. And that's it. Everybody under 70 is in trouble. And Florida State's a 71. They in trouble too. We gonna count them. Wow, John Summerall and Kalen DeBoer. You know, he's really not a good fit for Alabama. He's just not. I don't like him. But here we go. What's it say? The pressure continues to mount on UAB in a conquest to stay perfect. This time on College Football 27. All right, we're at home. We're going to be rocking the all green. I do like, man, ECU's got some sweet uniforms. Don't they? They got some sweet uniforms. All right, it's enough of a break. We're going to go with the green out. Let's get into this. East Carolina at UAB.
Welcome to the Magic City, Birmingham, Alabama, and Protective Stadium. A staple of the college football environment. Color-coordinated schemes in the stands. A stripe out today. Students, alumni, all fans have band together to try to make life miserable for these visitors. It's the ECU Pirates and the UAB Blazers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Checking in with the Blazers head coach before the game. He knows that there's a lot of excitement for this home game, but most importantly, the weather is clear. We were wondering how the forecast would shake out, and it is calm and beautiful. Should be an impactful game here with great weather, great opportunities, and a fast surface. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. So the UAB Blazers offense will be first on the attack. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, winning at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
Let's talk for just a second about UAB. Great pickup on the defensive front. 3-star defensive lineman gives a verbal commitment last week, and you really need to bring good talent into the play. Caught, and he's got room. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there.
And that's a nice job by the offense. Man, I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. This time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. All right, guys, let's look at the situation for UAB. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top 2 teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these 2 teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. The Blazers will send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And it'll be down right there.
This punter is such a weapon. And because he's able to get that ball down deep in his opponent's territory, that really helps out the defense. You're now forcing the opponent to drive the field to score points.
The Pirates offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. And now here comes Mitch Griffin. More than 350 yards and a pair of scores in his last game. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Back to pass on 2nd down. Looking to buy time. He slides down, and he's got enough to convert the 2nd and short. The Pirates are in the hurry up.
I love the play call there, too, because 2nd and short, defense is thinking you might run it. So you try to catch them off guard with the pass. Nothing there. Even if you throw an incompletion, you're going to have a chance to run it the very next play, but it doesn't matter. This guy's just so athletic himself. He's able to go get the first. Let's get a fresh set of downs.
So now it's 2nd and long.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Running inside. It's Gray. Makes it past the marker. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Finds us back in the middle. Breaks a tackle and just keeps moving. And this guy has some shiftiness to him, and he showed it off to the defense after picking up a few.
Nice complementary football we're seeing from this team here early. Defense did their job in the opening drive, and now your offense is doing their job too. Really nice throw that time by the quarterback. You've got to love what you're seeing on both sides of the ball if you're this team's head coach.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long, containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Using his feet to buy time. Turns it on at midfield. Quarterback slides, and that is a...
I had a spy. I called a spy. What the...
And that's the problem, man. You want to heat this guy up. You want to bring some pressure, but you see the other side of that coin. You bring pressure, he sees it, he can run, get the first down. This defense, it's kind of a pick your poison. Too soft, too laid back, he runs it and takes off. Too much pressure, he can run it and run away from guys and take off. So, nice third down conversion by the quarterback.
A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Looking to throw for it. Quick strike complete. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Keeps it on the option.
Now that's bullshit. Y'all seen that? Nah. Nah, we ain't gonna we gonna bring attention to this fuckery right here. I did nothing wrong. In fact, I did everything right. All right, so I'm the defensive end right here. All right, I'm this guy, the defensive end, coming down. All right, this is some bullshit. I read the play perfect because he's been gashing us the whole game with the QB runs, right? Boom. I am there, son. Hit stick. I am there with the tackle. It don't matter. The game screws me right here. And more than that, he picks up a first down, I do believe. But, like, come on, guys. Come on. I should get a pass for that because that's bullshit.
Closer to pay dirt.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
Got it. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The run inside. It's Gray. And again finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. He wants it all. Touchdown, Purple Pirates. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And you don't see this a lot. Everybody thinking from the 1-yard line, run. The big body's in the football game. The offense knows that, takes advantage, goes a little play action, and makes the touchdown pass.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. And we've got a man down, shaken up on the play. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rill will check on his condition. Coming out with it, it's Holmes. He was hoping for something.
We got to get more speed. We got to get more speed. We got to get more speed at the damn kick return. We got to do something with this. We actually could have. I messed up, and we still could have returned that if our kick returner had any type of speed. This is some shit, ain't it? Who's the fastest guy we got? You were probably the fastest guy we got. 91.90. And we're going to put Brown back there. Actually, we should probably put Brown back there. Why is he a 93 overall kick returner and he's not the starting kick returner? What are we doing? We're going to fix this. We're going to have to fix this depth chart.
They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put.
Remind me to do that if I don't do it.
7-0. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Picks up the first down. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Open on the left side is Smith. He works his way across the 40-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41. And the Blazers come to the line in the hurry-up. The sure hands, it's Ferguson. Gets it all the way down.
Big time hurdle. Big time hurdle.
There used to be
About a tight end.
Where tight ends were just possession receivers. You'd throw it to him and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense.
Could be an alley. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. The Blazers come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. Strong run, picks up 6 down to the 22-yard line.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Got to pick up a few to move the sticks here on third down from their own 20. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be fourth down.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
And they decide to trot out the kicker. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the East Carolina offense out to start the drive. Well, the last time they had it, the long field didn't bother them in the least, and they'll try to do it again. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Gray. Gets it out to the 20 after he pick up a 4. They get to the line quickly.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. 3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. Under fire. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. And the Pirates will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. Wide open, and it's a foot race. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. This offense has it with really good field position. Running inside. It's Simpkins. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They're down to the 20. 1st and 10. The short hands. It's Brown. Brings into the open. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
The defense uses a timeout. That's their first.
All right, so I predetermined where I was going with the ball right there, and they held him at the line.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Yeah, and I think third and short is the perfect time to run RPOs because I can give the football or make the read, but I got to make sure in these situations I'm accurate with the football either way. Wasn't accurate with the football, now you got a fourth down situation.
On the direct snap, it's Robinson. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the first down. They'll run it on first and goal. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their third and final timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
Unsuccessful second down, and now I'm immediately thinking I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on third down?
And now after getting knocked back, they'll try it again, this time from the 5 on third and goal. And tackled there by the defense.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you've practiced all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, UAB.
Coaches talk all the time about finishing halves. Man, that is perfect execution down the stretch. Take the lead, take most of the clock, and you get the ball coming out. Way to close this first half. Great execution.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. He'll bring it out. It's Allen. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Gents, the cream is rising to the top here 7 weeks in. Let's take a look at today's action. We start with a look at Western Kentucky taking on the Liberty Flames. And it's the Hilltoppers with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team. And that now gets this group to 3 wins, which is nothing to write home about yet. But brick by brick, this staff is starting to build something. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Back now to your game in Birmingham. Back and forth we've gone so far, and these numbers, it's funny, third down conversions don't always tell the story. Maybe staying out of those situations in the second half is the safest pathway to victory. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Protective Stadium.
Third down conversions, that's huge. We have not converted not even one. And they're living on third down.
He'll bring it out. It's Allen. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Pirates will get things started here on offense. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
He'll pull it down and run. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. The Pirates will hustle to the line.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
In the gun and looking to throw on third down. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the first half. Second half, they come out. They're trying to throw the football, man. I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying to make that big play and stay aggressive. But so far, on every level of this defense, they've been dominant.
He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. UAB comes out, the offense looking for a productive drive. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Pulls it and fires to the left. He'll go out of bounds at the 38-yard line as this offense patiently tries to work the ball out of its own end. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. The run inside. It's Robinson. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. And the Blazers have their offense in high gear. Here's a give to Robinson. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. The Blazers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. On the delay, it's Ingram. Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Unloads to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Receivers just haven't been able to separate and get open tonight. It's been that way all game long so far. It's been tough on this QB. Another one gets swatted away for an incompletion.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Oh, you know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring 4th down right in the face.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Allen. And the returner will be dragged down. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up punting it away, but now in a tight game, another opportunity for this offense. Quick release by the QB. There he goes. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. And the Pirates want to crank the tempo.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates...
Makes the grab in their space. To the house.
Wow.
Touchdown,
Big play.
ACU.
Big play.
That
That guy was fast. Yeah, that shit was fast.
If you
That guy's fast. He's so fast. He makes my defense look not fast. No, the safety 10 took a really bad angle, and by the time I switched to user him, it was over with. 10 took a really bad angle at that screen. That's what opened it up.
Lining up for the point after and the lead. And the extra point gives them the lead at 14-13. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that. And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Just never gives you a clean shot at him as he gets out to the 28. And the Blazers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Ingram. They've got it out to the 34 after getting 5 there. This offense is feeling itself right now, and momentum's coming along with them.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
Dropping back, it's Burton. Pulls it in, it's Brown. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. Here's a little room there. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
We're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Running inside. It's Ingram. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down. Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today rank, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. They'll run out of the gun here with Robinson. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Blazers. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
Man, this is wild late in the game. We're seeing 2 heavyweight fighters trading blows. The offense scores their last time out. This offense now scores a touchdown here late to get the lead, but there's time left on the clock. Can the defense step up here and make a stop to preserve this win?
Going for 2 here to try to make the lead 7. Back to throw, it's Burton. It's caught for the 2.
That's tough to defend, right? You're going 5 wide, spreading us out across the field. These windows become a little bit bigger when you do that, and they were able to convert, and as a result, they walk away with 8 points on the drive.
On the move from inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. The run inside. It's Gray. Got enough for the first. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Pirates want to pick up the tempo.
And he finally breaks one. They get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him, too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open things up here later in this game for this guy.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
Looking to throw on first down. Sends it downfield. Got it, and he will score.
Wow, this is suddenly a shootout, right? All right, man, ECU wants it.
But this team is rolling, doing an
right? Damn, that was beautiful. He was wide open. Maybe I shouldn't have done. I shouldn't have switched to Tampa too. To left the middle of the field wide open.
They've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass.
Ugly throw.
Offense doing their
Beautiful
job,
play.
the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense. Everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the fourth. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped off the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 50 yards out. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Catch in the middle, it's Mims. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Burton. He finds a dead spot in the middle. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. The defense uses a timeout, that's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. The Blazers will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Waves the arm for the fair catch, and the catch is made close to the 30-yard line. Here comes the East Carolina offense out to start the drive. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
He's knocked down short game, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry. Now on first down,
that was crazy.
43-yard line.
That was crazy.
Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Got his man. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. And the Pirates moving quickly to the line.
And that's a really good throw by this QB, man. Seeing the crossing routes, putting it on his chest so he can keep running across the field, get those yards after the catch. Nice job being on the same page with QB and receiver.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The clock has stopped for the timeout, and we have reached the final 2 minutes in this one.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. The defense working to manage that clock. They used the timeout, 1:55 remaining. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Firing to the right, complete. Runs it all the way down, almost to the 10. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 12.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line.
We're probably about, man, I hate to say it, we're probably about to lose.
Time is dwindling away in this one. The offense is set up 1st and goal. A great opportunity to get the go-ahead score. Now the toss. Nothing doing. He is stopped short of the goal line. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Zings it complete to the right. And they knock him down in the backfield. Outstanding play by the defense. With these last 2 plays, they've just taken this drive and thrown it right into the fire. Can they snatch it out? Touchdown, Pirates!
Bro, I literally called a...
Taking the lead here in the 4th.
No way, bro. I literally called the spy.
Crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to
that
my
is
defense
so
right now.
stupid,
Say, boys,
bro.
we need one more stop. Go out there,
I'm kind of
get me
pissed
one.
off about that. That just fucking... Wow. What's the point in... That's twice in this game. Like, I call a fucking spy. Why does the spy not spy the dude? He fucking directly ran straight down and didn't even attempt to watch the guy.
They're up by a touchdown and an extra point. A 70-yard touchdown drive, and they finished it off with the score from the 4. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. UAB regains possession. The Blazer offense back onto the field. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced the situation.
Makes a deep grab. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
And they're attacking the middle of the field. That's a big gain by the offense. And I know the big fella, I know it takes him a second to get going, but once he gets 8, 10, 12 yards downfield, those are big strides, and it's hard for people to keep up with them. Really nice job getting vertical. Nice play by the offense.
And this is a different situation, right? A field goal does you nothing here. So
maybe a crease. Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a 1st down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Ingram. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Trying to run, it's Ingram. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. The offense uses a timeout, 20 ticks remaining.
And this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football. Look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play. Nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense really doing a good job right now.
Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They've pieced together a couple of 1st downs, and here they come again. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. And the Blazers racing to the line in the hurry-up. To the air, it's Burton. It's complete to the right. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. So here they come. One last chance, and they've got to have a touchdown. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Whips it out to the back. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Timeout is called with just a single second left. trailing by a touchdown, getting late in the fourth, and this is a huge, perhaps a defining moment in this game. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Into the end zone. He's got it. No time left on the clock, and they're down by 1.
Man, you did the hard part. What a drive, putting points together, getting 6. Now, what are you going to do? Decision time. Do you want to go for the win right now, go for the 2-point conversion, or kick this thing and go into overtime with seconds running down on the clock?
And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the fourth.
Cheese it, everybody. Cheese it. The Cheese It crunch
So
time.
here we go in overtime, and just to refresh
I love some hot and
everyone's
spicy
memory,
Cheez-Its.
alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer. Like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
We'll get it started here in overtime. Throwing, Williams. That's reeled in, it's great. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
That's a really nice job by the cornerback, playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball, and this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these rig running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
First and goal as they try to jump on top here in overtime. He'll do it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And they're able to get him down, but not before he gets to the 2. Looking for a touchdown to take the lead in overtime here on 3rd and goal. Turning to the running game here on 3rd and goal. Stop! Nothing! Denied right in his tracks, and it's 4th down for this defense. They'll try to strike first with a field goal in overtime. Absolutely perfect. And after the field goal, guys, they are back on top. Down by a field goal and a touchdown will win it. Let's see what they got on 1st down. The give from the gun. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Grab behind the line. It's Smith. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy in that slot position.
Well, 3rd and short, the offense dials up the screen, expecting the pass rush to come upfield, man-to-man, but it just simply does not work. Defense stays home, and they force the incompletion.
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. They're not interested in extending the game. They want to win it, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Needs it to keep this drive alive. He makes the stop, and they'll have it in the red zone after converting on 4th down. The Blazers will have it 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. He got it in! A walk-off touchdown in overtime.
Great game, East Carolina. I would have kicked the field goal if they wouldn't have called timeout.
And that's why I want the ball second in OT. I know exactly what I need to go get it done. They take it down the field, run in the end zone, and end the football game.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis, saying goodbye, everybody. What a thriller. What a confidence builder to be able to come up with a win like that in overtime.
This team has to love their ability to come up with big plays and big moments. How about in overtime, the individual efforts we saw, this team playing as a unit, doing enough and doing everything that was needed to get the W.
It's such an exciting game, up and down, back and forth. It's heartbreaking if you lose, but when you come through with these games late in the ball game, it gives you confidence.
Damn. These conference games are tough. Who knew the American Conference was just like the SEC? It's a SEC Junior. That was a bad joke. Real bad joke. Lenora Sellers right now is leading the Heisman campaign. And then they're saying, and Mayavi, whatever his name is. I can't read right now. I think we do one more game, maybe one more game. I can probably fit one more in, and then I got to start cooking breakfast and shit. Got to get ready to cook breakfast and shit. Yes, we got Kiki Bush. Boom! If this was a normal video, I would have just put like a shake edit right there. But boom! Kiki Bush, 3-star quarterback from Tallahassee, Florida. Let's go. Verbal. That's a verbal. It's not a hard commit. Boom! 3-star Mike linebacker Denzel Pascal. Verbal commitment. Let's go. From Linden, Alabama. Oh, we got another one. The left tackle, he's on board. He's I'm saying it anyway. He's hard for UAB. Let's go. Hard commitment right there. Sean Toomer, Alabaster, Alabama. All right. Let's go. That was a good week of recruiting right there. We did beat Memphis. Like I said, that was one of those AD expectations, one of the goals. One of them goals, brother, to keep you keep your job open. We got a bye week. Great. Maybe it's our time to get off. Who do we have? Who do we have coming up after this? So we finished Memphis, ECU. We got, those were some tough games, bro. Tough games back to back. And now we got USF, the Bulls, Charlotte, Temple, UTSA, and North Texas. So we got 5 games left in the season. And a bye week. We got to, like I said earlier, we got to fix these kick returners and we need some speed back there. It's not, I don't like it. I don't like it. Yo, Indiana beats Ohio State in a classic right there. Heavyweights collided 22-19. Indiana with the dub. Nick Marsh with 4 catches, 125 yards on the Ohio State defense. Jeremiah Smith with 5 catches, 83 yards. Gotta love to see that. Both teams were pretty pass heavy there. I would say they were evenly matched, honestly. But Indiana comes out with the W. This week you got Indiana at Michigan. That's crazy. LSU at number 14, Auburn. What's going on? I mean, Byron Brown's what's going on. If Auburn's going to be good at all this year, it's going to be because of him. BYU, number 12, at USF. Pitt at Miami. A&M at unranked Alabama. That's crazy. Tennessee at South Carolina. Wow. And our top 10 right there. A&M, Indiana, Oklahoma, Notre Dame, Ohio State, Miami, LSU, Texas Tech, Michigan, and Duke. Duke is number 10. I hate that. I very much dislike Duke in a football game being good. And there's your Heisman list right there. Julian Sayin, Lenore Sellers, Amon Hardy, I do believe it's his name, and then Caden Durham. I like that. We can look at recruiting real quick, set our practice plan, and then move on. Real quick look at the top classes currently in recruiting. As you can see, Ohio State already has spent 2,400 in NIL, which is a very high number. Seeing if you look up top, we only have 260 to spend as a program. Ohio State has already spent 2,400. They have spent 2,200 more than we have. Yeah, we're never going to be on that level as UAB, but Oregon also spending $2,000 right there. Craziness. Florida got 19 3-stars. What are we doing? What are we doing, Florida? That's crazy. Auburn's got 14. I can't talk shit. 3-star you, War Damn Eagle. The ultimate goal is to maybe end up at Auburn, but I'm in no hurry to get there. I want to kind of gradually, you know, let the journey take me where it does. But yeah, there's recruiting. There's the week's practice. Yeah, we got all these points to spend. Can we get recruiter now? Costs 50 points. Do we have 50 points? We have 30 points. We do not have 50 points. All right. Cool deal. It was 20 points in the last game. What the hell? Ugh. We got Mo. I taught you. We got Mo for Mobile, Alabama. There we go. Verbal commitment here for Max Prosch. Another right edge. We got two edges. Middle linebacker. We got the hard commitment from Pascal. He's officially on board. So they can be flipped if it's a verbal, but once they have a hard commitment, they're signed. If you're watching this and don't understand. There's that. Pretty self-explanatory, honestly. But here we are again. Lenore Sellers, man, they are fighting for that Heisman. And they don't have 5 on here. It's 4, and there's a Heisman show. It's pretty badass. Where's the, here we go. Duke finally lost a game. Thank you, Virginia. Thank you, Virginia. All right, South Carolina at Oklahoma. That's a big one, especially if South Carolina's ranked number 9. That would be huge. 15, Minnesota at Indiana. Northwestern at Oregon. SMU at Syracuse. Arizona, who was ranked, now not ranked. At Texas Tech, not A&M. My bad. The damn TT right there kind of confused me for a second. Number 7, Ohio State at number 16, USC. And here's the rest of the top 25. Auburn lost a game. They dropped to 23. Michigan lost a game. They dropped down to 20. Duke thankfully lost the game. They are at 19 now. Missouri, who I actually do kind of hope has a really good season. They're 6-1. Georgia's just hovering right inside the top 12, and they don't even have a breakdown yet of who they think is going to be in the playoffs. That'll be the next week, actually. That'll be the next week. And that'll be a good way to end the video. So we will do one more game. I think we'll do one more game. Then go make some cinnamon rolls. Drink a fat-ass glass of chocolate milk. Don't judge me. All right, we've looked at recruiting, but because we have to do this again, here we go. Yeehaw. Oh, yeah, see, giving him a little bit of NIL money. See, we upped his NIL. Now we're over Rutgers on him. There we go. I like that. This guy, we have a deal breaker with, but we're in first place, and he has the scholarship, so hopefully he takes it. Auburn trying to fight us. We're going to throw some hours on him because we can. Make sure we don't lose this 3-star edge to Auburn. I thought we already had Sean Toomer. I thought we already had Sean Toomer on the team. What's going on here? Why would that happen? I know we had a 2-star. I know we had a 2-star, and the fact that this is recorded, that's crazy. Well, screw you too then. Get off the team. Whatever. Bye. You don't want to be here? Get going. You don't want to be here? Don't be here. Trailblazers' new motto. We're going to do most of our damage with the transfer portal. We are safe. All right. One more game to close out the stream because I'm not going to be able to play the game again until after dinner tonight. UAB has won 7 in a row. There's a 70% chance of rain in this game. Oh, my God. We'll look to continue the momentum against USF on the road. 5-2 USF. Damn, I hate that there's a 70% chance of rain right there. All All right, both teams wear green. Thankfully, we have an all-white uniform. Yes. They are slightly better than us, and they're going to have the home field advantage. They play in the Buccaneers Stadium. So let's get into this. UAB Blazers on the road at the USF Bulls.
Welcome to Raymond James Stadium, the big pirate ship in Tampa, Florida. After a full day of college football, the sun is down, the lights are on, and we still have more for you on EA Sports. It's the UAB Blazers and the USF Bulls. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Hey guys, I caught up with the UAB head coach before the game. He understands this is a huge conference matchup with a 7-game winning streak on the line, but more importantly, conference play and ramifications for a conference championship. This is a huge matchup today, and he has warned his team, keep the streak alive by doing your job today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. And the Bulls will kick off first, and here we go. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Blazers offense will go on the attack first. And David, we'll see whether this running back has the ability to elevate his game and really become a star in this offense.
Yeah, he's still developing. You know, I think when you watch him, you say, oh, he's still learning the vision and how to play the running back spot. And I think you leave him, Jesse, going, I want a little bit more. I want more consistency, more big plays, so this offense can really take off.
I think the coaching staff, I think the fans know for the future of this program, they need to upgrade at the position. They'll try to do that in recruiting or the portal. But for right now, today, this guy has to be able to make plays when his opportunities show up.
And they're able to make the tackle.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
They'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. To throw, it's Burton. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Third down defense is so pivotal in a football game. In this third down, nice job. Good coverage in the back end, but the rush gets home, forcing the 4th down. Nice start for this defense.
Here's the return. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Bulls offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. He's a good route runner, good solid hands, and a big part of this passing attack.
And there was times during the week when we were texting. We have a group text for these games every single week, and we talk about different guys. And this receiver, we were like, is the tape in fast motion? Like, this dude is flying out wide. Like, this is a guy that legit has that take the top off the defense speed, elite speed. Palmer, this is a guy that defenses, and talking to the coaches, they are extremely worried about.
Yeah, the D coordinator in this game told us he just hasn't slept much this week, knowing how fast this guy is and just how he can score any given play. And they've got to do a really
Michael
good job
Van
of
Buren is the quarterback for you for the Bulls.
There is at least one safety playing deep because
Didn't he play at Mrs. Snow? Where did he play at? Did he play at LSU?
The Bulls with a
I should have looked at the
second and short to keep
roster.
this
That's
drive
crazy.
moving. Going with the counter play here. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again. Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. They'll try to run for it. He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up 4th down as this defense makes a play. And the Bulls will bring the punt team onto the field. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And he tried to pin him deep with that punt. Instead, it goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. The Blazers offense looks primed and ready to get things rolling here. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. Let's talk for just a second about UAB. Recruiting starting to pick up a little bit for them, Jesse. I'm sure you saw they got a 3-star quarterback last week. And for a program like this, that can be a great building block.
That was a massive win for them. There were so many bigger programs after this guy, and yet he ended up here. And because of that, he is now a key building block, not just for this offense, but for the team moving forward. Lots of people very excited. And a lot of people expect to win right now just because of how good this 3-star QB is.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Makes it past the marker. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches, I'm getting a first down. I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Got a man, it's Brown. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Blazers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. They go to the counter. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Back to throw, it's Burton. The screen, and watch out. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down. The Blazers come to the line with a new set of downs. Direct snap. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver going in motion. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. 3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. And the Blazers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Here's Robinson. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, UAB.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle and he would have hit that thing. Fielded in the end zone, it's Branch. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They'll move the wide receiver. Nice move to pick up yardage. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. And now on second down for this offense. We've reached to break. It's UAB on top. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left, and we are ready to get back to it and open the second period. On the delay, it's Isaac. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Finds his man. It's Rodgers. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Dropping back, it's Van Buren. Working that left side now. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He'll get rid of it. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
All right, ball was incomplete, but that was a nice job up front by the offensive line. Really nice job of communicating with one another and understanding where that pass rush was coming from.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. The officials will stop play as the training staff comes out to look at this injured bull. We'll check on his status, but at the moment, we'll take a timeout. Now facing a 3rd and long. Just keep slinging it. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Right back to the well. And I think he got back to the 2-yard line, but the defense was ready for the run.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
From his end zone, looking to throw. Got to take care of the ball. Makes the catch. Gets it out to the 16-yard line, and it'll be a first down. The Blazers in the hurry-up.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Looking to pass. It's Burton. Makes the grab. It's Mims. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Off play action. Looking left. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
They get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down. Fires left side, it's Smith. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding to the football?
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Finds his man, it's Brown. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this third and short. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. And the Blazers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Caught behind the line. It's Brown. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
That defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
He's got his man across the middle. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. The Bulls use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Blazers trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. They'll run it. It's Robinson. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Second and goal coming up. Looking to throw, it's Burton. Bringing the heat. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
Well, he tried everything he could that time just to not take a negative play. He didn't get sacked. It was a great job avoiding that. He's just able to get what he can get on the scramble play here.
Touchdown, UAB. Middle of the end zone. He's got it.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. And now we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. So the 16-play drive, and it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Creates a little space. Picks up the first down. Timeout taken by the offense is their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Fires to the middle. Makes a connection. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down.
Check this catch out. This dude caught the fucking ball with one hand. Bam! Just snagged it. Whoever this is, Ruben. Ruben? I think that's his name. Ruben. Bam! What a badass catch. One-handed over the middle. Daredevil of a throw, too. Bam! That's a hospital ball. That's a hospital ball. And he grabs it with one hand. Bam! Got laid out for it, but got him in the field goal range.
And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. And it's right down the boulevard. and they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, week 9, kind of a week where we separate the pretenders from the contenders here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with Minnesota taking on the #1 team, the Indiana Hoosiers. And
Yo! No way!
With a blowout victory
Minnesota!
In like a major upset.
Hell no! Perry Thompson!
This week. Make it 2 straight victories, and though their quest for perfection is over, this team is still very much alive in the playoff picture. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the Big 12. Now back to your game at Raymond James Stadium. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Raymond James Stadium.
And the Blazers will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Brand. And the ball is loose on the return. Maybe some nerves on that return, but a fortunate bounce, and they'll retain possession.
Oof, that's a breathing a sigh of relief for sure. Kick returner tries to take it out, puts it on the ground, but how about the offense? Getting back on it, turning what could have been a really bad play into, thank goodness I got the ball again.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking downfield, it's Van Buren. That's caught. It's Sullivan. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. The Bulls line up to punt it away. Showing some serious leg strength on that boomer. And that is an excellent punt as it lands out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. UAB comes out, the offense looking for a productive drive. Last time they had it, they were backed up in their own end, marched right down the field and scored, and now they'll try to do that once again. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They'll move the tight end. Grab behind the line. It's Smith. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
On 3rd down, here's Robinson. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
And these 3rd downs obviously are so crucial, and that's why you call them the money down. But just to get the drive started, man, you get the 3rd down, you get a little bit nervous. Nice job executing, running the football, moving the sticks, and now keeping this drive moving.
Running inside, it's Simpkins. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Quarterback may change this route. The give to the back. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
On the run, it's Simpkins. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about.
I tried to throw it out. I tried to throw it out to R1. I must have clicked it too late. Shit.
The Blazers will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not a lot of room to field this one. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. On the option. And he couldn't find any room to breathe. What a great job on the run fits by this defense. They're dealing with a second and long. Dropping back, it's Van Buren. A little screen to the running back.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
To the ground to try to move the chains. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Rides the option, he keeps it. Big on big, man on man, and the defense wins on fourth down.
That's such a terrible feeling, too, if you're the quarterback, because on fourth down, they're calling for you on a designed run. They're putting all their hopes on you to somehow go out and get that first, and he knew it. There was just nowhere to go. It's got to be a terrible feeling when you know the defense has won, especially on fourth down, and you're going to be coming off the field.
Taken in by Smith on the right side. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. And the Blazers can really attack on this second and short. Pulls it in. It's Mims. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. They'll snap it from the 39. First and 10. The run inside. It's Simpkins.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's second and 1. Wide receiver comes in motion. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Bully ball on third and short. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. This game will officially be in the books shortly. Gives us a minute to check out the Week 9 scoreboard for the top 12 in college football. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. In the red area, it's Simpkins. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Simpkins. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Third and 4. It's a reverse. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, and they finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to
It just now starts raining.
A big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
It's good. He hit that one right down the middle.
I really like the dynamic weather.
Even bigger.
It'll start and stop raining during the middle of games. I love it.
Because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That's
no more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. And the Bulls headed quickly to the line.
And they got to protect their quarterback better up front. They got to give him a little bit more time to make some damage down the field. But look at this. Here they go. No huddle, back on the line, make the defense communicate. Maybe you can catch them sleeping.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. They're going to go from their own side to the line quickly. A big play here. On 4th down, going to the air. With the catch, it's Sullivan. And they stop him short. Complete the pass, but no first down. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. The Wolves use their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter.
The defense, obviously, at this point is trailing. They need to get the football back. They're expecting run. They know the offense is going to try and bleed the clock, so you got to be good at the point of attack. They were right there. They gave up nothing on that run.
He wants to change this route. Back to throw, it's Burton. Escapes the pressure to his right. He gets down to the 25 before going out of bounds.
Man, I love it when my QB not only uses his athletic ability, but uses his head. Nice job here. Nothing open. Don't force the football. You've got the lead. It's the 4th quarter. Nice job taking off and getting the first down.
Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. From the red zone, it's Ingram. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Now USC will call its 3rd and final timeout. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. Running inside, it's Ingram. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Using his legs, it's Ingram. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and fortunately ended up losing yards.
He's got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Blazers. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the fourth, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
And how about it? Everyone getting involved, getting the big tight end involved. This offense has done an unbelievable job scoring points. This defense has had no answers. Just keep it rolling, offense.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. The returner will field it and bring it back. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. The run inside. It's Collins.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Looking to scramble. Remember, down where you start the slide, and he'll be short behind the gain. The Bulls want to move quickly. Looking to throw, it's Van Buren. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Finds a tight end. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got
the game just tried to make sure the game's trying to make sure they get a touchdown real quick. What do you want me to do? What do you want me to do?
Got to save every precious second, and the spike stops the clock. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Rushes on him. Pressure's there, and he lets it go.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can.
Gets it into the end zone for a touchdown.
Told you.
Nice touchdown. Continue
No, that was
to play. This one, it's pretty much
good game.
over.
Good game, USO. The game made sure they got a touchdown. It was evident the play before that where I hit the guy 3 times and they still tried to let the receiver keep going. I don't know. I hate when the game does that shit. I just don't like when games. Like, I like a challenge, but I don't like when games deliberately try to cheese you. I don't know. Pisses me off. Like, we shouldn't even be doing this onside shit. They shouldn't have even tried to come back. It was over. I don't know.
Still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick.
Yeah. See, but you know, just enough to piss me off right here at the end of the video.
And make a miracle come to fruition. And
good game.
It's not gonna
GG's. Y'all got y'all's.
They were ready. They were dialed in.
Y'all's petty ass bullshit touchdown at the end.
Let's be honest. I mean, in college football, we've seen crazier things happen in these types of situations. The ball takes a crazy bounce. There's always a chance. You got to give the receiving team there a lot of credit. The hands team gets it done, and they win the game.
all business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things that are going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
Let's go.
GG's. They kind of did piss me off at the end of at the end of the game. It's just, I don't know why I keep trying to say at the end of the video. It's not a video, it's a live stream. But yeah. Nonetheless, we did that shit. We won. We went to Tampa. We beat their ass. We came back to Birmingham. Belt to ass. Kiki Bush hard commit. Boom! Mo Atachu. I hope I'm saying that right. Hard commit. Boom! I fuck with that. I like it. I like it a lot. What are we doing? We are ranked. We are ranked number 22. Let's go. Let's go. Dubs for that. Hell yeah, but that's it for the stream, guys. I do appreciate all y'all watching. I appreciate all y'all watching at a later date whenever y'all can to catch up with the series. This is episode 3. In the next in the next stream, we're going to have Charlotte Temple, UTSA San Antonio, and North Texas. So we got 4 games in the next stream. And then we got bowl season and off season and all that good jazz. So yeah, make sure you hit that like button if you haven't already. Subscribe if you haven't already. And yeah, tell somebody you love them. Have a great day or night, depending on whenever you're watching this. And I'm about to go make me some cinnamon rolls and drink me a fat-ass glass of chocolate milk. Like the fattest glass of chocolate milk I can find in there. So, yeah, y'all have a great one. I'm out of here, guys. Peace.